they didn't give me any words to say. They're just like, right here, right now. So I'm like, okay. So we're walking along, recapping the season, and
Look at him.
I was like...
You guys, I love your love. It's so tender.
He used to not be like this until like 2 years ago.
Oh my word.
He was never emotional.
You're
I love
a softie
it.
now.
I love it.
I love it too. My dad's the same way.
So...
Hi, I'm Joy here today with Jeff and Rachel from Flipping Farms. Thank you guys for coming.
Thanks for having us. This is great.
Yes.
Well, then tell me, okay, what are the challenges? Because like you said, I mean, I'm a mom. I would love to work with my kids one day, but I'm sure that there are moments where you're like, this is a lot of together time. How do you guys handle that?
I mean, I don't know. I think you're going to say the same thing that I'm going to say, but I don't ever get sick of working with him. Like, we don't butt heads.
We don't.
The only time we
really
butt
don't.
heads,
Yeah.
okay, is if we're at an auction and we're bidding on something. We have more than once bid on the same thing against each other. And the auctioneer go, you're together, right? So,
No.
I mean, it's not that we don't get along. It's just that maybe miscommunication
Oh.
does happen occasionally.
But you're both interested in a really good property, so you have good taste.
Well, we buy like the ugliest, worst properties we can find.
But you see the potential.
We see the potential.
Yeah.
We're both visionaries, which
Yes.
works.
Yes.
I'm more like financially cautious. He's not so much.
No.
No.
No. You
No.
got to spend it to make it.
Yeah.
You
So
also can
there's
spend it and lose it, but
right. We need to be careful.
Yep.
So that's an area where we don't butt
Yeah.
heads per se. But I'm like, Dad, I don't think this is a good idea.
and I listen to her sometimes.
Sometimes.
Sometimes?
you do.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
That's all you can ask
She is
for.
right sometimes. Yes.
Thanks.
So,
A clock is right at least twice a day.
so growing up, did you see any signs in Rachel that she would be into design?
Yes. When she was younger, how old were you? 8, 9,
Yeah.
10, something like that.
Yeah.
She had a dresser in her room and she painted it.
Oh, I saw
You
this.
saw this?
Yes.
It's the ugliest dresser I've ever seen.
I wasn't going to say it.
But being a good dad, I encouraged her. I said, "Oh, honey, that is beautiful." And she believed me. That gave her the courage that she needed. Now,
Right.
being serious, parents need to talk life into their children. We need to encourage them when they do something good and let them know that they're doing great, they're going to amount to something wonderful and so on, and they will. They rise to the occasion, but we need to talk life into our kids.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so good. And look where it brought you. I mean, did you guys ever imagine you would be doing something like this together? Were there any hints?
I would say yeah. I mean, even as a young girl, I would watch all the Trading Spaces episodes,
Yes.
like all the design
Loved
shows.
that.
And I would spend my weekends for fun, like reorganizing my room, like lining up all the nail polishes by color
Girl.
and like rearranging, I mean, like everything. So I knew I wanted to do design. I knew that was something I wanted to do. Didn't know it would be like a TV show. I mean, every girl dreams of that, but reality, not so much. But we've later in life.
It was probably
Joked.
20 years ago when you first approached me and said, "Dad, I think our
About-
lives would
he's
make
right.
a good TV show."
He's right.
And I just blew it off.
Yeah.
And I'm saying, "Why do you think it made a good TV show?" And then she was sharing some of the examples.
Well, growing up, he was an entrepreneur, like a serial entrepreneur, like 12 businesses.
Yeah, I heard
in my
ice cream
lifetime.
shops, corn mazes. I was fascinated in every single
A
one.
restaurant, a bunch
Yeah.
of cool things, yeah.
Yeah.
So
A
fun.
Christian apparel company.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I knew that I was not living a normal, or I shouldn't say normal.
You're like,
What
there's
is
a zebra
normal,
in
right?
the
I
backyard.
I was not living an average life.
You,
it
you
was
meant
unique.
to say, "I'm not living with a normal dad." That's
Oh,
what you were
that's what I
thinking,
meant.
but-
That's what I meant.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean, I mentioned it. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
about 20 years ago.
And she kept mentioning it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then the latest situation was when I bought a horse farm and then a crop farm next to it.
Was that impulsive?
The horse farm was.
Half of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the first slip. That's what I was going to ask you about.
Yes.
Yeah, and this was also a moment where I said, we need one farm for a business, one farm. And then he goes and buys two. And I didn't really agree with the second part, so
But it worked out.
it
The
did.
second farm became the first
one.
the first season.
Okay, well, tell me what intimidated you the most. You did not even see it yet. You walk onto this property. What part of the very first flip of the farm made you the most nervous?
Oh, wow. It was not the house.
Open your eyes.
I mean, the grass was 3 feet tall.
That's so
I mean, it was-
intimidating.
It was, I mean, for me, it was more of the stables because it was a horse farm. It was an active horse farm.
Yes.
So the current owners were very old. They should have like stopped long ago. They had, I think, good intentions. But for me, it was the stalls. There's 3 feet of poop in the stalls with horses in it. So for me, it wasn't the house. I can see past like wallpaper. I can see past all the junk piled up. I can, but I think maybe it was mostly intimidating because we've never done like a stable. Like I didn't really know what that would entail.
We knew nothing about horses. That was part of it. So I always thought that a pony was a baby horse.
Yeah.
I still do. Jeff, what are you ruining right now? My Little Pony. We played with them, Rachel. What are you saying? That it's not? Okay.
It's not. No.
I think one of the beautiful parts of watching this is seeing how you guys so beautifully incorporate your faith into everything that you do. And I love the story about how you felt moved to help those who were trying to flee Ukraine. Can you tell me a little bit about how God put that on your heart and what that process looked like?
Yeah, so it actually got cut from the initial clip that you saw. So the version that's out now, the general public doesn't really see that behind the scenes, but the painters that we had and the guys laying the flooring in the first episode are from Ukraine. And,
I love that.
We had a separate property off, like totally not related to the farms that we were renovating, and the war broke out. And I just remember I was on the top of a ladder painting a ceiling, and I was just praying. I was like, Lord, like, putting myself in their shoes, like what would it look like if my life turned upside down because there were bombs coming everywhere? I'm a mom, I have kids, like how could I help? I didn't know how I could help because I was so far removed from the situation, but I just was praying. And a friend of mine from church is from Ukraine, and she had relatives that were coming and they needed a place to stay. So at the time, the one house that we had on the farm was vacant, and we let them live there. And then when we got to know them, they came to me and were saying, we have friends that need to come to America. We need to find the sponsor. Would you do it? And so we did. So we helped 2 couples. And it's so rewarding, not only to just like provide for their basic needs, but they're also entrepreneurs. And so to be able to support them. So my nails are done by the one girl, and the other girl's a hairstylist, so she does my hair. And,
amazing.
It's just really exciting to see God moving in their life because we were able to help them too.
Well, I think a lot of people, they wonder how to incorporate, their faith into what they do. And you guys do that with the show. What advice would you have, Jeff, for somebody who doesn't know where to start? They're like, I am a believer, I love Jesus, but I don't know how to incorporate that into what I do.
Yeah, there's really a gazillion ways to do it. Any business can do it. For example, there's one pizza shop that I know, and they actually have the gospel message on the pizza box. And then there's a couple places where they have on the rooftop a Bible verse painted and so on. And one other way that we've done it is we've owned high-tech corn mazes for 21 years.
Love a corn maze.
It's not just a regular corn maze, it's a big deal. It's a game incorporated, and time clocks and emergency exits, and corn police, also known as corn cobs.
Oh, shucks, she got it.
Shucks, she got it. And so what we did with that, actually the very first year, I came up with the idea that I think we can use this to tell people about the good news of Jesus. And so we sent out mailings to churches, and so we encouraged them to bring unsaved friends with them, youth groups. They would come at night, and they needed 1 adult for every 5 students, and then they'd go in the corn maze and do the game, and then they'd come out, they'd go into a barn that we have decorated, and then we share the gospel. Then we've had over 4,000 people indicate receiving Christ as Savior. Yeah.
That's incredible.
There's always a way to do it.
So you're saying just be vigilant and looking, because it could be small, it could be massive, but just continue to be who you are.
I'd say even people who don't have a business, for me, I love social media because people are so open. And they're open when they're hurting too. And anytime I see somebody who's posting something kind of negative or depressing, I'll send them a private message and just say, hey, I'm praying for you. And I really mean that though. I don't just say that. Like, you need to mean that if you're gonna say that to somebody. And I just invite them to church. And I have met countless people in the church parking lot that I've never met in my life, and said, hey, I'll meet you at the front door. I'm wearing a red dress. And I meet them, they come up to me, say hello, we go grab coffee and sit down. I think I'm probably around like 70, 80 people in the last few years where you just open your mouth. People want the invitation.
Yeah, and that is such a reminder that people just need to be invited. They need to know that they're cared about and that you can even do that on social media.
Yeah.
And I think I love seeing your dynamic in the show. It's so clear that you guys do care about each other so deeply. And I thought we could play a quick game to get to know you all a little bit better. Okay? We're going to play Who is More Likely To.
All right.
Okay?
Oh, boy.
You guys let us know. Who is more likely to be late to the job site? She's saying it's huge, Jeff. Okay, what about get injured on the job?
Oh!
Were there any injuries?
2
You got injured?
Well, if you've seen the show,
Oh, are you talking about the donkey?
I rode a donkey.
God bless.
I rode a donkey for about 5 seconds. It threw me, and I ended up in the ER.
I thought he was joking. Like when he's laying there, he's like, oh, making these
You're like,
noises.
this is just, he's being exaggerative.
Yeah,
No.
my producer's like, he's really hurt. And I was like,
That's so terrible. Okay, who's more likely to mess up a take if you're trying to record something?
you're 3 for 3.
Oh, I don't know. I'm getting better. I'm getting pretty good at this.
Yeah.
All right.
I thought you need to be humble.
I
thought
need
you were
to be
humble.
humble. You're
I
right.
feel like this one might get Rachel. Who's
Okay.
more likely to be competitive? Is it you? I feel
Okay.
like you
Say I'm
both are.
competitive, but I mean, I don't know.
No, you're not. I'm competitive. Okay. I'm competitive. On the most.
He's trying to get this one too. Okay, most likely to, well, I was going to say start a barn flip on impulse, but it sounds like that's you.
Oh,
4-1.
Okay.
I hope you have about 10 more questions.
Okay, what about this one? Overspend on the flipping budget. Who
that's
does that?
That's so
you
good.
too?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's
What-
me.
Okay, what are we overspending on if you're going to overspend?
Oh, gosh.
Where do we start?
We don't know. That's the problem.
Like, where'd the money go?
No, he'll just buy random things and think it's cool. And I'm like, what am I going to do with this? Where am I going to put this? And he's like, oh, it's so cool.
Okay, I heard you bought something really strange.
Well,
at the
that's
flea
something
market.
yeah,
I can't even defend that, Jeff.
Okay,
Tell
go
us
ahead.
about
Thank
it.
you.
Well, I really needed to buy it. It's a squirrel funeral. A squirrel funeral.
Like, explain what that is.
Well, I had to buy it. So
You had to?
Oh, I did.
The squirrels were like, get us
so-
out of here.
Well,
I mean, they're dead.
it gave me such a chuckle that I said, all my friends are going to enjoy this. So it's a box. It's
Big
4
box.
foot by 5 foot by 4 foot high with a little hole in the side. It looks like it has scratch marks all around the hole. You look in there, and there is a squirrel funeral.
You're saying taxidermy squirrels?
No,
well.
there's actually one squirrel in it. All the rest are pretend.
Okay.
So you're in the when you look in this, you see in the back of the sanctuary,
And you're seeing mourning
It's a
squirrels.
and you see the backs of all these squirrels in pews, and there's the windows, the stained glass
glass.
windows. There's music playing funeral
lights up.
music. It lights up. It is so cool.
You know that when he walked out, they were like, thank God we
Yeah.
thought no one was going to buy that.
I am
I'm
the
so
o-
pumped it's gone.
Hey, I am the only person in the world who owns a squirrel funeral in a box.
Do
Come
his
on.
friends love it?
I mean,
My friends love it. Come
Yeah.
on now. Steven, when he looked at it,
He's like,
Jacob,
"This
when he
one."
looked at it.
yeah, I'm like,
One
how
friend.
many friends? I didn't want to say it,
Oh,
but
come on.
you kind of,
You have one friend.
you have a friend.
Okay, we have a couple more. Okay, who's more likely to say it's in God's hands now during a tough project?
Oh,
That would be me.
yeah.
Come on now. Remember when
Yeah.
I was in a car accident along the highway?
Oh, goodness. Yep.
Yep.
And is that what you said?
I
Well-
was behind him, like up 2 minutes behind him on the road. He was driving his truck, pulling a trailer with a brand new lawnmower that I bought. 18-year-old Rachel did not have money, so that lawnmower was a lot of
Very
money.
expensive.
Yeah. So I'm
Totaled my car and my trailer.
and
but,
my lawnmower.
But her lawnmower is the is the issue here.
I pulled up. I'm like, Dad, what? And he's standing there, smiling like. I was like, what?
You're like, my lawnmower. Are you okay? But you
I'm
were
like,
okay.
yeah, I was glad to see he's okay. I
always
cared about that.
told me,
but-
it's like you think for anybody going through life, whenever you get stressed or upset, ask yourself, what is the worst that could happen?
Yeah.
So in that situation, we buy another car. We have insurance. You know, that's the worst. And as a Christian, the worst that would happen is actually the best that could happen. We spend eternity and go to the party,
Yeah.
right?
I think we just keyed in on why you're so fun and why you're so joyful. Because you
Yeah.
live life that way,
right.
that you're going like, we can't lose.
That's right.
Yeah.
Because we've got God on our side.
That's right.
And that is what makes you guys so enjoyable to watch, to be around. I have to ask you, what do you hope people take away from the show? So when they watch and they see your family, they see what you do, you see your dynamic, what's your hope?
we need positive role models for our families. Some of the stuff that's on television is just dragging our society in the wrong direction. And when they see a healthy relationship between a father and a daughter, which is genuine, it's just that I think that for them to see that we're not faking the fact that I love her as my daughter and she loves me as a dad. It's real. And families need that. We need more of that on television, not just us. And I look at some of the other TV shows, who've done that, and they have really helped society and culture in America because they're positive role models for other families.
Yeah, I love that. I think one of the moments I saw your relationship be so beautiful is end of the season when you had a special announcement. Can you guys tell me about that moment together? I mean,
No.
He's crying. I mean, so you probably had no idea, because this is a surprise to you, that would be in the season, be a part of your life. So tell us about how you decided to do it and the whole thing.
Well, there really was no deciding other than God orchestrated everything. So I was not planning on having any more kids.
Wow.
That morning I took a test. It was positive before it was positive. I could not believe it. So the whole morning I'm going, all right, well, what are the chances it's happening today? Because it was the last day the film crew was there. So that was
Did you think this is a
God
sign?
moment. Well, for sure. And I'm not going to keep it a secret from my parents. Like, kids are so exciting, whether they're planned or not. They're exciting, they're a blessing. And so I was able to pull my producers to the side without him being there. I'm like waving them down as they're pulling in, and they're looking at me like, what?
Like, we have news. I have news.
So let me preface this. The day prior, we spent an hour, maybe two, having my dad try to say one line. And he couldn't, and he kept messing up, and kept messing up. I'm like, dude, you've got like 4 words to say. He couldn't. Yeah. So we finally got the ending to the season the day prior. So when they pull up, I'm
So you thought.
flagging them down, going, hey, I have a new ending. And they're like, what? I said, I just found out I'm pregnant. They're like, what? This is so cool. We'll set it up. Like, don't worry. So they kind of like whispered to me as the day goes on, hey, we're going to do it right here. Like, just tell your dad. Like, they didn't give me any words to say. They're just like, right here, right now. So I'm like, okay. So we're walking along, recapping the season, and
Look at him.
I was like,
you guys, I love your love. It's so tender.
he used to not be like this until like 2 years ago.
Oh my word.
He was never emotional.
You're
I
a
love it.
softie now.
I love it.
I love it too. My dad's the same way.
So I'm like, oh, like next season, there's gonna be a new edition, and like he wasn't getting it, and I was like, I'm pregnant, and he's like, no, you're not. What do you mean? No, I'm like, yeah, I'm pregnant. And he just got quiet. I was like, now's where you say something. Now's where I can't say anything. I'm just crying. And I'm like, and then he goes, does mom know? And I said, no.
Oh, what a special moment.
I just found out. He's like, when you find out? I'm like, today.
Like hours ago.
Yeah, it was so great. And then he goes, well, mom's gonna flip, just like we're flipping farms. And we're like,
Yep.
you couldn't say that yesterday. It took you an hour or two. And
But you know what? The prep the day before, it was in there, and it was ready for that moment. What makes you emotional about it?
It's not just that. I just think that to see what God is doing is truly supernatural.
yeah.
Sharing the good news with people is the most important thing in the world. 1 second after we breathe our last breath, we won't wish we made more money or had a bigger house. We will wish that we are either prepared for heaven or we helped others to be prepared for heaven. And nothing else matters. And so I started praying for the opportunity to significantly share the gospel. And that was about 7 years ago, before there was any notion of doing a television show. And I have some people praying and praying, and to see God bring it to where he has.
Yeah.
It's cool.
It's like you're watching your prayers be answered in front of your eyes.
I've got to say, with the show, one of the biggest things for us was the funding of the show. We didn't realize we were going to have to self-fund everything and the extent of that. And had we known, we would have never even tried.
Right.
Like, because it was so far out of reach. And there was a day where we're like, if we do not have, I mean, the amount of money we're talking is insane. if we don't have this much money today, the deal's off. And I was like, Dad, and I'm grasping at everything. I'm calling my bank, and I have businesses myself. So I'm like, how much money can you give me? How much? I'm like, we've got to be able to get this. And like, we just couldn't do it. And the next day, we still didn't get the, oh, you're done. So we're like, okay, what's happening? So I was like, you know what? Like, if God wants this show to happen, I need to be on my knees. And so that day, that's all I did was I just prayed. Obviously, I have kids. I had to take care of kids, but that was my priority. And here we are. They never canceled. They actually worked with us on a payment plan. Like, it was God.
It's clear the show is supposed to exist.
Yeah.
And I think it's because your story needs to be told. But more importantly, you're pointing to the story of Jesus that has changed your lives. And I'm grateful for you telling it. I'm grateful that you're here and we love the show. Guys, thank you for coming to spend time with us today.
Thank you.
Thanks. Did I win the quiz?
You won our hearts. That's more important, sir.
Great.
Thank you.
Make sure to check out Flipping Farms. It is streaming now. Find out how to watch in the link below.